I spoke to a medium about you, expecting vague comfort, but instead they described emotions only my soul has been carrying in silence. The medium said your energy hasn't left me, not because I'm holding on, but because something unfinished still breathes between us. When I asked about you, the room felt heavier, like your name alone stirred memories the universe hasn't archived yet. The medium said you think of me during quiet moments, when the world stops pretending everything is fine. I didn't tell them anything about us, yet they spoke of distance, longing, and a connection that refuses to die politely. They said your spirit reaches out at night, not to disturb me, but to check if I still feel the same ache. I laughed at first, until the medium described our ending exactly as it happened: abrupt, unresolved, and painfully quiet. They said you regret the words you didn't say more than the mistakes you actually made. The message wasn't about reunion, it was about understanding why letting go has been so difficult for both of us. The medium told me you're learning lessons I already survived, and that timing, not love, was the real enemy. I asked if you were happy, and the pause before the answer told me more than the words ever could. They said you smile in public, but your energy carries exhaustion from pretending you're healed. What shook me most was hearing that you still protect me in your thoughts, even from afar. The medium said our souls recognized each other long before our minds knew what to do with that truth. I went in skeptical, but left realizing some connections don't need proof. They leave echoes instead. They said you replay our memories, not to torture yourself, but to understand where you lost yourself. I was told that forgiveness is already happening, quietly, slowly, without either of us saying a word. The message wasn't dramatic, it was gentle, like the universe reminding me I wasn't crazy for feeling this. They said you never stopped caring, you just stopped believing you deserved to stay. I asked if we would cross paths again, and the answer was simple: when we are no longer afraid. The medium said your silence wasn't absence, it was survival. Hearing your energy described so accurately felt like someone reading a letter you never sent. They said you still talk to me in your head, especially when life gets overwhelming. I didn't expect to cry, but the truth arrived softer than denial ever could. The message wasn't about fate, it was about growth, and how love sometimes teaches through distance. They said our bond changed form, not meaning. I was told you feel my presence during moments of doubt, like reassurance you can't explain. The medium said you never meant to hurt me, you just didn't know how to heal yourself. What stayed with me wasn't hope or fear, but clarity. They said some souls meet to awaken each other, not to stay forever. I realized I wasn't waiting for you. I was honoring what we shared. The medium said, "You've been asking the universe for forgiveness, not from me, but from yourself." I asked if you missed me, and the answer was felt before it was spoken. They said, "You feel my strength now more than when we were together." The message reminded me that love doesn't disappear, it transforms. I didn't go looking for answers, but they found me anyway. The medium said, "Our story isn't over. It's just no longer written the same way." Hearing about you from a stranger made the truth impossible to deny. They said you're becoming who you needed to be back then. I walked in curious and walked out lighter. The message wasn't about holding on. It was about finally understanding. They said you feel proud of me, even if you never say it. I realized closure doesn't always come from conversation. Sometimes it comes from resonance. The medium said your heart still knows mine, even when your life moves forward. I wasn't told to wait or return, only to trust what already unfolded. They said our love did its job, even if it didn't last. I stopped blaming myself after hearing the truth spoken without bias. The message felt less like prophecy and more like permission to breathe again. They said you're learning to love yourself the way I once loved you. I didn't leave with answers. I left with peace. The medium said some connections don't end. They simply stop hurting. I understood then why forgetting you never felt right. They said your soul thanks mine for the lessons, even the painful ones. I realized healing doesn't mean erasing, it means accepting. The message reminded me that not all love stories are meant to continue, but all are meant to matter. They said, "You're no longer running, you're reflecting." I felt seen, not haunted. The medium didn't give me hope, they gave me truth. I finally understood why the universe didn't rush us back together. I spoke to a medium about you, and the unbelievable part wasn't what they said, it was how deeply it resonated.